having a clean sink is great, but making lamb chops in that sink is amazing. So when you look at this lamb, I'm showing you all the gooey stuff on it. It's beautiful when it comes out the pack, but it's slick to the touch, and you gotta clean it. So when you go to clean it, it's good to use cool water. And as you rub it in, it'll just kind of come apart. It's good to have like a paring knife. And that there's this little fat part. I always cut that off because it just adds to the gooiness, and I just don't like to have excess fats on my meat in general. Also, at the top, you have like this stuff that's like in that little part of the bone. Also, clear that out. That's super duper gunky, and you really don't want that in your food. So this is me just kind of showing how I took all that out. So like this is the first part of cleaning the lamb. And I can understand why lamb chops are a little expensive. And it's because each chop that come out of the pack, you actually have to hand wash each one. Well, this is more like a pre-rinse just to get the stuff off of it. And so like sometimes you'll pull them out the pack and you'll have a situation like where you'll have some of them, they'll have like a lot of gunk on them. And then, some that have a little bit. And if you see that fat part hanging off, I just took that out of the pack and it just automatically just started dangling off of there. And that was easier to cut off. Now, some places, they have like a higher quality of lamb where they actually take this step for you and it costs a little bit more. But it does save time on actually going about washing your lamb chops because they actually put it through a cleansing process themselves. And then every now and then you'll get a chop that's like loose already, that fat part where you can actually pull it off. And I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to show you what I'm talking about. And notice how I leave the water running continuously. That's just so you don't have like any buildup. But this is the lamb chop that I was talking about here. You see how I was just able to pull that off so that, I didn't really need a knife with it. But at the same time, because of like the grade of this lamb, it still kind of has like some imperfections. Like if you saw that little gooey part on there, that's some of the lamb that I remember when somebody was telling me they didn't like lamb chops because it's like gooey. That shiny, slick part that I just kind of showed briefly, that's what people are eating, and that's what really takes from the flavor. And unfortunately, a lot of people have the attitude that they could just burn the quote-unquote nasty parts off. And in my opinion, nothing could be further from the truth. You got to clean that stuff off. And this is actually just a pre-rinse. So this isn't even fully cleaning the lamb. And of course, after you're done cleaning the lamb, you want to make sure you wash your hands, and then you want to make sure you clean your sink out. And this is just the first part. So you're going to be washing your hands. You're going to be cleaning up a lot. It's very important to clean up, especially when you're making meats, because you don't want that bacteria to just kind of sit around your kitchen. And you definitely do not want to cross-contaminate. And so, yeah, you take your time to wash your sink out, and then you start with the next step.